Watch 2 with your updates.
Get out here, watch 2. No, I need your goddamn updates.
Is the chat there? Can I get the chat on
Fuck,
screen?
man. Biggest thing I hate about munchies is the fact that I want to eat.
Yeah,
Again.
it's usually what?
Oh, no, we're all good. Keep going.
Okay, no, I was gonna say yeah, it's usually bad right after you smoke a doob because then you're like, oh, I'm nice and toasty. Oh, I want to eat something. Oh,
I just want to eat things.
Oof. You know, my screen is on the stream started screen, and we just hear these grunts and moans. And
What up, everybody?
hey, how you doing?
oh,
Anyone who's catching this intro,
Jesus! I hear the obesity
we're talking about that boy.
in all of us.
You don't want to talk about that boy.
Jesus. It's gonna be about another 2 minutes before it's finite.
Oh, well, whatever. Just let it do.
Yeah, let it
It's
just do its thing in the background. No.
Don't rush it.
Damn it! I opened up the wrong one. Where is it?
That's it. Fights.
What? Where's? How did I get it? Ah, son of a whore.
He accidentally uploaded his Rule 34 of Dragon's fucking cars.
Nice.
Oh, where? I had one of these that was desktop. Oh, there it is. I don't know why it didn't work before.
You're Paul.
Ah.
Shut up. Oh, fuck yeah.
I want to see. Jesus, what is going on?
Watching the
He's
pornography.
aroused.
Was he aroused? Yeah. Was he aroused?
I unmuted your mic just as you screamed, "Was he aroused?" Or not unmuted my mic, but unmuted my headphones. So that's the first thing anyone's gonna hear on my video.
Yeah. Was he aroused? Sir, you're getting flagged.
Alright. Yeah, Danny, fuck man. Facebook just keeps recommending your whole family as friends right now, and I find it awkward.
You know?
that is a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I feel very uncomfortable.
Watch.
And for some reason, it's only suggesting the women.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Would you like to be friends with his cousin?
Is it done?
It says less than a minute, so it's right at the end there.
Okay.
Wow.
It's right at the end there.
It's at the tip.
All right. So since you just finished that episode, like right now, it's super fresh in your mind,
Yeah.
I want your opinions because you probably remember it better than any of us do right now.
This has been a great introduction.
Huh?
Forget about what show. We're talking about Friends. Yeah, Friends. That's the show we're gonna review.
Monica.
No, I honestly thought it was good. I thought I was expecting a little bit more, I guess, action, but I did like a lot of the bonding moments between Joel and Ellie. The campfire scene and like Ellie just trying to throw all these horrible dad jokes the entire time, and then like the last minute Joel actually busts a gut finally. They started to like loosen up a little bit. It's the bonding moments right now are really good. I like what they have going with Joel and Ellie. Who's this Caitlin person? Is she just another character?
Yeah.
It seems like they're trying to give her like, I guess the leader of the the Raiders.
The unconvincing leader.
Well,
basically.
I hope you're not confusing them with like the people that tries to like in the game that you meet later on that imprison Ellie. It's not that group. It's a different group.
No. I know.
Okay.
It seems like a different group.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like because like in the game, like you see kind of like the same thing. That guy's all pretending he's injured, and Joel figures it out and tries to run him off the road. And all the stuff kind of happens the same way. It's just I feel like this time around they've given you a face to the leader, or some kind of face to the leader of the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Outside of that, like I didn't really feel there was anything that crazy, and it's like I guess they're trying to make the two kids who don't really seem like two kids in the show now.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, my phone keeps going off. I'm gonna shut the shit off.
I didn't even hear anything.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, no, it feels like they're trying to like give the two kids, I guess, some kind of reason to be, I guess, more than what they were from the show, from the game.
Sorry, you're saying two kids.
Like-
What do you mean two kids?
Kids, you mean the brothers?
Yeah, the two brothers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I honestly forgot their names, so they kept saying the names. I'm like, I wonder who that is. Ooh, is it some big boss like they had in Walking Dead, where just some random guy would do some random crap and you're supposed to care? Then
That's what I was, that's what I was
Backstory, who
thinking
they
too.
talking
I was like, who? That's basically it. That's exactly what I thought the entire time. It was up until he mentioned Sam, and like he wouldn't leave his younger brother. I was like, oh, okay, now I see who this is.
no, Dean is his older brother.
Yeah, I was thinking that just as I said.
I don't get that reference. What's that? Supernatural?
It's not, yeah,
Yeah.
Supernatural.
Okay. No, I've never seen it. I didn't read any fan fiction like you guys either. So.
That's okay.
But yeah, I was just like wondering who they were talking about the entire time, and then they show up towards the end, or at the end,
Mm-hmm.
or at least one of them. No, both of them.
No, yeah, both of them. You see
Yeah.
them both.
Yeah, I was wondering who it was. It was like, what are they talking about? Oh man, it's gonna be cool. And then you find out he's talking about the brothers, and you're like, really? Aren't they kind of young to be a threat to you?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. That's why that's my only like thing. It just seemed like they're trying to rope them into something bigger than what they were. Whereas in the game, they were just more or less two brothers who were surviving that you happen to have crossed paths with. I don't remember what they actually like what they
Yeah.
actually represented in the game, but I know that they were there. They just felt like another
Yeah, like
set of character
random-
to go through. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like, again, sorry for the another Walking Dead reference, but like Morgan, when
Yeah.
Rick was trying to find something and Morgan helps him. No,
The,
yeah, Morgan,
the
this
priest?
black guy.
The stick man.
Yeah, the stick man. But like in the in season 1, he helps Rick. He gives him shelter, all that crap, when he was trying to find his family and everything.
You know the whole dude who's like, "Don't kill people. It's wrong."
Don't kill people, then he kills everybody.
Yeah.
He becomes the most efficient killer on the planet while making sad faces. Yeah. The Walking Dead becomes the walking soap opera later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I'm kind of glad I kind of
Yeah.
jumped ship on that series.
But yeah, back to Last of Us. Yeah, the brothers thing. Like they showed up at the end. I was like, oh, that's who they meant, because you see him in the game, and they're just basically two brothers you run into. I think.
Yeah,
From my
that's pretty much
memory,
how it is.
you just run into them.
Yeah, you just run into them, and apparently, like, they're part of this whole militia thing. And this girl's questioning a doctor, and then she's like, "Are you part of it? Are you with him?" And then you're like, "What? Wait,
Yeah.
so these kids are some sort of what are these kids to you that the doctor would not is willing to sacrifice his life or get shot or whatever? Well, clearly not sacrifice his life because he didn't want to die, but you know what I mean. He's held hostage for these
Yeah.
people. You're assuming it's going to be a big thing, and then it's these brothers. Like, how does that play out in the next episode?
But was that?
Hopefully now there'll be some actual action set piece other than just the first episode.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
So you
I
were
was-
disappointed overall with it.
not disappointed overall, but I was expecting for there to have been some kind of action, like especially when you see that whole pit that they're looking at and it starts like jumbling around. I'm guessing that's gonna be
Yeah.
like it's gonna be like the whole winter is coming thing, like with the zombies and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
they're gonna hold the door.
Sarahilla is defending
It's,
The Walking
it's not
Dead
that
here.
bad. No, it really isn't that bad. It was a good episode.
No, I think
Like
she
I
said
said,
that when she was talking about The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Walking
oh, oh shit! No, I'm glad I stopped at season 4.
No, don't be glad of that, because even though most of the cast sucks balls, the Negan part I thought was pretty cool. Like, Negan as a character is awesome.
You know what sucks? I stopped watching right when Negan's character was introduced. I was one of those
that's
people that was pissed when Glenn died.
Yeah, but he dies in the
Oops.
comics.
And
The entire time I was like, "Oh, that's Glenn." So when does he die? I'm like, I was waiting for it, and then people stopped watching. People stopped watching. That's the whole point of building a character, so that when you kill them, you feel it.
Yeah.
Apparently, these people felt it so hard that they had to go to his real life funeral for some reason, and then they stopped watching the show because it affected them so deeply, and their PTSD couldn't handle it. And what?
But I tried going
What?
back to it. I tried
The
going back to the show.
sarcasm.
I got the sarcasm.
It's just Glenn dies. It's funny because Glenn dies. People stopped watching it. No one gave a fuck about the ginger. So fuck you, Dan.
Wait, why me?
No, there was actually a character on there, the ginger
Yeah.
soldier dude.
Yeah, there was an actual ginger character. His name was Abraham.
Yeah,
And he
Okay.
actually got the bat first.
he did.
And then I'm basically ruining it for anybody who hasn't seen it, which is you and anybody else who happens to see this. But Abraham gets his
God.
head caved in.
I completely
What?
forgot he got the back too.
There you
I
go.
completely forgot about that.
So he got the bat first, and then he
Damn.
was gonna skip over Glenn, but then Daryl attacks Negan. So Negan basically goes, "Well, you gotta learn. I was serious." Clunk. Makes fun of. Clunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry.
Glenn wasn't the first or only person to die. He was actually the second one to die. Whereas
Yeah.
in the comics, I think he was the only one.
God damn.
So for PT, was that it for the episode for you, or overall?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I guess let's see what everybody else has to say, and then we'll, I guess, kind of go over, I guess, the good sides and maybe the bad sides of it.
Well, wait. You listed. I just want to make sure that I understood your points. You listed that you thought it was a good episode, but you didn't like how there was not enough action in it. But you liked the development of the characters.
Yeah, the development part was really done. I liked what was going on with Joel, and I liked what was going on with Joel and Ellie, and I guess that was pretty much it, because nothing really great outside of that happened. I wasn't really invested in this whole Caitlyn person. She doesn't really seem that appealing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where have I seen her from?
2.5
I thought
men.
it was
It's a random
Felicia
question.
Day.
2.5 men.
2.5 Men? Oh, you're right.
Oh,
She's the crazy chick.
I honestly thought it
Yeah.
was that the bully there in Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
I don't remember.
oh.
right?
Yeah.
This is old show back
I don't have deja vu, so
because it was a brunette with basically that snob look on her face,
okay.
kind of thing. So they look similar. So I honestly thought it was her because she appeared in a more recent thing, but I forget what it was. Shit, either way, I wanted to know who that actress was, and it was like on the tip of my tongue, but I wasn't sure where. So
Yeah,
2.5 Men.
I don't know her name. I just know her from 2.5 Men. She was the crack chick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So hybrid. Let's hear what you got. Yeah, we heard a good portion of what you had to say, but what did you think?
Well, I still have things to say if you want,
Yeah, go for it.
Hey,
Man.
man.
which I will. You can't see my hands rubbing together, but they rub together the second my voice changed, so you know. Context.
People demand to see your hands. You know what would be great if you were to just like when you do get a camera, just put it on your hands. That's it.
Just put it in my hands. Ooh, I could start an OnlyFans with just my hands. See how it rhymes too. God damn, I'm on a roll.
Do your nails and shit. Yeah.
Have you seen this pedicure? Do you like that? Ooh, you want me to spread it for you?
I feel like you're gonna be Charlie's weird uncle from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Ooh, sorry, I was calling you out.
Oh, she can call me out all day. It's fine. Yeah. So the episode. So I thought the episode was pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty
Oh, boy.
half and half on the episode because I agree with Mr. PT to the 86 that it seemed a little on the dullish side, just because there wasn't really a lot of things happening. Like there was obviously there's the little gunfight, and you're like, yay, and there was the introduction of this militia type people, civilization, whatever. I don't care, but it's I don't know. You know what? Let me structure my let me structure my argument then. So with Joel and Ellie, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was as organic as the show and not the show, the game, how they were progressing the relationship. So I didn't feel like at times where I thought I was supposed to feel like, ooh, their connection is growing. I just didn't really feel it. Like even towards the end when when Ellie cracked the joke, and then Joel was laughing, and you're supposed to go, ah, they're warming up the entire time. I'm like, warming up to what?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel like there was the genuine connection. I felt there was just plot armor connection. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I thought it could have been a lot more organic or explored on. I didn't realistically, if there were just typical fucking raiders instead of like random city militia, whatever they, because we don't even know that structure. If it wasn't just, if it was just like random people shooting at them, and whatever, I would have been okay with it because you would have had more Joel and Ellie time to establish the connection, establish that, okay, ooh, you use the gun. I understand where you're coming from. It could be a hard thing. Oh, you found whatever. And that's why he gives the gun instead of going, oh, question 1, question 2. Okay, cool. Here's how you shoot, teehee. Like, I thought it could have been explored a little more instead of bringing in the filler. And the filler should have just been random people. Like, one and done type people. You don't need to see them again.
Like it doesn't have to
Explore
be
the
a whole,
relation.
like a whole story of I murdered this doctor. And,
Exactly, because it just came off of the heels of one of the apparently most talked about episode with the couple
Bill and
there,
Frank.
with Bill and Frank, and their whole episode about how literally their whole episode was based on how they bonded, their connection, their relationship, and everything. So to me, following it with only half, kind of, if you think about it, half an episode of, oh, this is their connection, it doesn't feel nearly as organic as Frank and Bill's. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're talking
Like,
about
if you
Joel and
had-
Ellie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if Joel and Ellie had the entire episode to plan to explore that shit, like, okay, this is this, whatever bonding they have to go through, I would have accepted that a little more than just kind of half an episode of it. Like you just came off the heels of literally like a romantic episode or a connection episode, and you're going into kind of half-assing Joel and Ellie's relationship when their relationship is literally the bond, like the backbone of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like the impact isn't nearly as high as it probably could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of that structure.
Yeah.
Structure 2. Fuck the side cast shit. I don't know why they put that in there. I don't know what kind of Walking Dead bullshit they're trying to pull. But they're like, well, we have to find this person. No explanation. Who is this person? No explanation. Anything, no explanation. And every time they cut them, they just did some, like, a doctor is scared while this woman is unconvincingly trying to threaten him, walks out, walks back in, caps him, and you don't even know his real importance. And then you see the rest of them. You don't know the rest of the cast. You don't know who they are. You know nothing about them, but their inclusion is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be bigger than it actually displays itself out to be.
Fun fact
my
though,
opinion.
in that militia group that you saw, there was like the chick had like this bearded guy with an M4 who seemed like the leader of the soldiers or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
If he sounded familiar to you guys, that's actually Tommy from the game.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they squeezed him in. And like they wanted to fit a character from the game into the show, but they didn't want to make him Tommy, so they made him another character. When I heard his voice, I was
Okay.
like, "No fucking way!" I looked it up right away. Yeah, it was Tommy.
Huh, that's
That's
cool.
why he seemed familiar. I couldn't put my finger on it, but okay.
So sorry, yeah,
No,
you were
that's
saying.
cool. Because like, yeah, he like it looked like, honestly, if he was the leader, I would have accepted it a little more. And it's not because like it's the role,
Misogyny!
it's not because of whatever. I don't care. Yeah, sure, fuck that bitch. But realistically, if it's like, I don't know, she was very unconvincing. Like I've seen convincing female leaders. Like, okay, you won't know this, but in Walking Dead, Michonne takes over.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
did see those things.
So, or like in Walking Dead, what's her face? I can't keep thinking of her as the widow. Glenn's wife.
Laura? Is it Laura her name?
See, I already forgot.
I thought it was Laura. Anyways,
Is it Laura? Glenn's wife.
yeah, Glenn's wife.
Fuck it, Glenn's wife. But she's leader. It's like these things are a little more convincing because
Maggie.
they
There you
Maggie.
go.
Thank you, say. Fuck Laura.
I think the actual actress's name is Laura. I'm sorry, I could be mistaken.
That's fair. I don't know. They're more convincing leaders to me than this chick. because like I don't know, something about her doesn't seem intimidating or even worth paying attention to. And sure, that might just be my opinion, but
Maggie?
I'm severely Maggie. That was
Yeah.
Glenn's wife.
Portrayed by
Yeah.
portrayed by Lauren Cohen. Yeah, that's why I mixed her up.
There you
Her
go,
actual
yeah.
name is Lauren. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I'm unimpressed with the whole whatever Militia City thingy, and that being the introduction to the brothers kind of sours it to me a little.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool, like it'd be cool. Like okay, you want to build on who they are and blah blah blah. But yeah, but sometimes less is more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like think about the game impact. You don't actually see them a lot, but it still makes an impact on you.
You're still terrified of them.
Yeah.
What I don't like. Well, anyways, I'll let you finish, and then I'll go off.
No, actually, tell me what you don't like.
What I didn't like about the militia was that in the game, like you said, less was more. You didn't need to know who they were and what their motives were. You were terrified of people. They were like predators, you know, and you didn't see them coming. When they showed up, you were terrified. And I wish the show made them scary like that, but instead they're just people running around with guns, driving Hummers. Which
That's fine.
To be fair,
So
they did have Hummers in the game too. They had this vehicle patrolling around looking for you, but it's just in the game, like you said. It's weird because they were faceless enemies in the game. They were like cannon fodder, but they were terrifying cannon fodder. You were really scared. And you were scared for two reasons. Because of the damage that they could do to you, and because you actually cared about the relationship between Joel and Ellie.
You know,
Mm.
and the fact again, you don't know who they actually are.
That too. You don't know what their motives are, you know?
Exactly. So
So yeah, go ahead.
had they had their introduction instead of having the interrogation, all that stupid crap, had the introduction just been when you see the aftermath of the people, like you see the people dead, they rolled up, they're like, oh, what the fuck happened, blah blah blah. Had it just been that, and maybe like one of those dramatic stare offs, like The Rock likes to do a lot. You know what I mean? Like maybe it feels like one of those as he's contemplating his next move. I would have been absolutely fine, because if it's 5 minutes of a good scene setting up somebody you don't know, but you know they're a threat and you know that there's more of them, it makes you want to see what's next. It makes you look forward to the next episode. Because right now, I'm thinking, okay, the next episode, they're going to talk to the brothers, then they're going to give some lame backstory crap into the other crowd. Like, it's just not good building, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's
And-
just, I thought they could have done it way better.
And to back up your point about how the leader of the militia just came off as non-threatening or whatever, just to say, like, I do back you up in that way, just to save you from people calling you a misogynist, is I think that character who plays that leader, she fell victim of typecasting, because like for
Yes,
instance,
yes.
if I see The Rock, and he's playing like a hyper intelligent person, all of a sudden I'd be like, fuck that, that's stupid. I don't buy it for 1 second. And
Yeah.
this chick, all I know her as is the bumbling idiot from 2.5 Men. I've never seen her in anything else. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So it was hard for me. It was that but that's my issue, right? That's not the show's issue. It's just
Yeah,
I can't
it's okay.
separate that character from what I saw in the show.
I 1,000% agree with you, which is, again, the same reason why we felt a little off about Tess.
Also, yeah,
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been a better cast.
yeah. But no, but here's the thing though. Tess is like if you were to look up the actress who portrays Tess, she actually kind of looks like her, and she has a tall stature, and she's
I know
she's
what you
good
mean.
looking. It's just they chose to make her look that way. Whereas this girl who's the leader of the militia, I see her face, I know who she
You
is.
can't,
and,
you
like,
can't really take her seriously.
it's like after she walked into the container and just shot the doctor for no reason, I just expected to hear "man" all of a sudden for no reason, you know. And then they cut to another scene, you know.
Charlie. Yeah, it's just she walks in, caps him, walks out, and you're like, did she miss?
Yeah, no, I personally
You know what I
think
mean?
she
Like,
fell
it
victim of
gives her-
typecasting. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, I 1,000% agree with that. Like, she very much did. It's, even again, like, did she miss? Like, she doesn't seem capable, or as capable as she could have been. Had it been like, just throwing this out there, had it been Sarah Connor, it might have been different.
yeah.
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor, what are you doing? You captured the doctor. He's the only doctor here.
She's pretty expressionless too, dumb stone face. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Like that's why they picked her to be that character in 2.5 Men, because she's got dumb stone face. Like you're looking
Yeah.
for somebody who, I'm sorry to say,
Jesus.
looks dumb. It's like, no, but no, she doesn't look dumb, but like she pulls off that role well. You know what I mean?
She pulls it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's an intelligent person. She made it this far in Hollywood, you know, and she didn't get destroyed yet. So
She gets destroyed yet. She hasn't been spat out yet.
yeah,
She hasn't seen.
she hasn't seen the things. But so yeah, what else do you think?
Okay, here, let me just remember the rest. No, I think that pretty much sums it up, and I have no problem interrupting people, so go for it.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna come out and say flat out, to me, this was the best episode so far. It was
Best
the one
episode.
it was the one I liked the most, honestly.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
And it doesn't mean that it is the best one. It's just saying, like, for me, this is what I'm watching the show for. My last complaint with the last episode was that I want to see Joel and Ellie's relationship develop. But the only real memory I have of the last episode, the Bill and Frank episode, was the opening scene when Joel tried to protect her from seeing the skulls, and the ending scene when they were kind of joshing around with each other, saying like, "Hey, go take a shower," and "Hey, put on your seatbelt." I don't know what a seatbelt is. Oh, let me teach you what it is and help you put it on. That they started to develop that, and then in episode 4, they just went all in and gave it to us.
Well, it's sort of all in and gave it to us.
Sort of, yeah. But
Sort of.
I appreciated it that they went that route and they finally gave us a development. And
It was nice.
and the other thing is that, like, this is something I forgot to mention in the last review, and I corrected it in the edit for the YouTube video. Go check out the YouTube channel. No, because I forgot to mention. I said
Why
like
don't you just say like, share, and subscribe while you're at it?
Oh, by the way, when you add this graphics, you have to have it like, one screen has to be like, and the next one has to be share, and then it shows PT's face while it says subscribe, and he has this little cute face, and put in little rosy cheeks. There you go, that's the face.
then I'll just
Encouraging.
then I'll just stamp
I already got you
woo
set up.
over it.
Now you know what the thumbnail is.
Oh boy. So yeah, and one thing I messed up in the last review was that when they were reading Bill and Frank's letter after they had discovered what had happened to them, Frank had realized that he had lived a full life and that he found his reason, I think it was, or I forgot the word that he was used, but he found his reason to be, whatever it is. And when Joel was reading that letter, he looked at Ellie and he realized that, this is probably his reason to be, So to me, it wasn't unnatural that this, like, when the 4th episode started, he was warming up to her because of the letter that he read from Bill and Frank, which honestly is pretty much what happened in the game. After you read the letter of Bill and Frank, that's when you realize, and it hit home, of how much those two characters care about each other, and you're like, oh, okay, so maybe I am doing the right thing here, So,
Yeah, no, that's
I like the episode a lot. Now, the one thing I'll say is that in the opening scene in the truck, when Ellie is in the back seat, she finds the porn, she finds the cassette, and all that stuff. I noticed that. I mean, I don't care about Bella Ramsey not looking like Ellie and all that stuff. I can get past that if she can actually portray Ellie. But in that scene, I was like, oof, you just sound like you're belting out your lines and that's it. I didn't really feel it, and I'll tell you why I feel that way. I could be completely wrong. A lot of people who never played the game are probably like, no, I thought it was believable, and so on and so forth. I am comparing that scene specifically to the game because it's a copy paste. The scenes are identical. Okay.
Okay, I see what you mean.
And the voice actress, I think her name was Ashley Johnson. I could be wrong. For The Last of Us.
I believe so.
When she acted out that scene, you bought it. You believed that that was the first time she saw a dude's thingamajig, and you believed the banter that she had with Joel in the truck. Whereas when I saw that same scene, copy paste, acted in a real life episode with Bella Ramsey, it just felt like she was belting out her lines and it was being done real fast. You know what I mean? So
I do know what you mean. Yeah.
I didn't buy it as much, but it didn't ruin it for me. I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. I really like I felt like they were rushing through their lines. Oh, see, there you go. Salary Elder agrees with me. See, some of the viewers accept. She's the only one speaking to us. Thank you for being here. We're less lonely.
Being a friend.
So there was that. I really liked the whole scene of them going out and camping, and she wants to light a fire, and he's like, no, all because zombies are going to see us. And he explains, no, zombies ain't going to be out here. There's something else you need to be afraid of. And then she understands it's humans. So you see Joel teaching Ellie the ropes. Like this is how things work. And then they both go to sleep, and she does the pun joke thing, the pun book, which is in the game. I was really happy they brought that out. I hope they keep it for the whole season. I hope they keep it.
It was definitely one of the fun parts of the game for sure, like finding different books and everything.
Yeah, and at one point she does ask him a serious question, like, "Are they going to find us?" And she's trying to portray vulnerability and fear here. It wasn't because right before that she was telling a joke, and I take her playing jokes in these types of situations as like a self defense from fear. Which was the same thing that Ellie did in the game. And when shit got real, then she would ask a hard question, and that's what that scene was trying to do. And Joel realized, like, okay, this girl's terrified, and he needs to make sure she's okay. So when she fell asleep, what did you see? Joel got up and stood guard. That was it. I thought that was nice,
It was nice, yeah.
And then after that, you fast forward to the next scene of them in the car, bantering about positions on the map and whatnot, and then you should get some rest, you didn't sleep that much, and blah 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 and so on, and then bang, cut, she's asleep in the car. I thought that was nice. It's a little bit of humor every now and then, very lightly touched.
Yeah, that's good.
And then you get to the city, and then the whole thing with the raiders happen, which I thought was a great scene. It was very close to the game, honestly. The way that the car crashed and everything happened, the way the fight went down was obviously different. My only gripe about it was that it was the perfect opportunity to show Ellie how fucking terrifying Joel is, because in that scene,
I agree.
Wait, I don't remember from the game. Did she actually save him, or did he just kind of turn it around and actually?
No, he turned it around and fucked everybody up in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I called it last time when we reviewed episode 3. There's gonna be a scene where Joel's in trouble. She's gonna walk out and bang, saved your life. I have a gun, and that's exactly what happened,
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. So, but
I definitely see what you mean, because in the games he had that ferocity thing, and then in the show he was getting pinned down by somebody half his size.
No, I specifically remember a scene in the game where
that seemed pretty bad.
I specifically remember seeing the game where a guy was holding Joel over a jagged piece of glass in a window, and he fucking elbows him in the face and slams his throat and rips it across, and he just slashes his throat open, and you just hear Ellie say in the background, "Oh fuck," I remember that from the game, but in the TV show, what did we get? Guy comes in, Ellie sees his gun poking through the hole, and then bang, and then she looks and he's on the ground. That's as far as we get as in terms of how violent Joel is. To me, it was a little downplayed. I'm not sure why they chose to do that.
I feel like they do. Sorry about that. They do feel like they're kind of downgrading the violence a little bit.
Maybe, which is surprising
it.
Because it's HBO. It's surprising that they're downgrading it.
Well, yeah, but because look at Bill's intro. Look at the whole Bill thing, right? Like, it's cool that he had his little happy but not so happy ending and everything. But in the game, he's crazy as fuck.
He's cracked as shit. And when he leaves Joel, he treats him like a fucking asshole. He's like, "I don't ever want to see you here again. I'll shoot you."
Yeah, exactly. But had you put that in the TV show, it might not be as user friendly nowadays.
Sure, but you get a whole bunch of people outside HBO's office with their flags and pickets.
But
gay people would never be that way.
I would actually have rathered Bill be that way, not that way, but the way he was in the game. I don't mind the whole romance thing and everything, but had he gone through and killed Frank and not killed himself, and that's why he is the way he is now.
Yeah.
And then that's how the flashback meets the present kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they toned down his craziness and his violence, and then you mentioned Joel's, and I was like, you're right. Joel didn't seem like his savage self who fought his way out of being drowned and then murdered 5 other people.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? All the stuff that he's talking about and the shit that he knows show kind of a bit of the experience around that.
Yeah,
exactly.
The way he talks too, the way he was talking in the game, you're like, oh fuck, he's definitely done some dark shit, and then 2 seconds later, he's getting choked out by a teen.
Yeah, Well, by
Yeah,
a
no,
teen,
I don't know.
by a teen who has a shotgun in his face. It's like, okay, let's not use that shotgun.
It's like, what?
You know?
Didn't he uppercut you with the end of that gun? Shouldn't you be a little concussed? How did you overpower Joel?
And the show even addresses it a little bit. At one point, when they're going up the stairs towards the end to go find a place to rest, Ellie says like, "Have you killed innocent people?" And he just looks at her and says, "Let's just keep moving," you know. And so they're also hinting that he's done some horrible shit, but it's just they're really toning down his ferocity in the show, to make you afraid of him, you know. Because there's one scene I won't mention it because I hope they do it in the show for people that are like following, like watching it live. There's one scene that I'm pretty sure we all remember where Joel was fucking brutal and we loved it. You know? All I'll say is interrogation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was fantastic, you know? And you needed that person in that moment. So anyways, where was I? Yeah, so they get to the city, the fight happens. Then they're trying to make their way out, avoid the raiders or whatever you want to call them, and then we get, I don't know, the sequel to Two and a Half Men, and it's just bizarre. I like it's not bizarre, but it's just like it's like you said, it's unnecessary. You know, it's like I don't need all this filler. And they mentioned Sam and his brother and all that stuff. And there was also a scene where Ellie expresses and explains that it wasn't her first time, because
Yeah.
Joel saw her take someone's life and he was like, okay, that's the first time she did that, let me console her. And then when he tried to address it with her, she's like, no, it's not the first time. He's like, oh, okay, if that's the case, here's your gun, you know. And I like how they bash it. Like, where'd you learn that? Federal school. Like, yeah, no shit, they don't know how to shoot. So he's teaching her how to shoot, how to hold a gun. So yeah, like I see the bond forming. I see them starting to trust each other, and I like it.
I do agree with that.
And then yeah, then we get the rest of the episode. Now that whole thing about the ground erupting and all that crap, like, what the fuck is that?
Gears of War.
What is this? Gears of, yeah, exactly. Gears of War. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's a war.
They already spoke
goddamn
beforehand
war.
about about infected and the spores being underground for miles and miles.
Yeah.
Oh, is that supposed to be
like,
the fat infected? What is it?
The bloater.
It's gonna be the giant worm from Resident Evil 5 that comes out of the fucking ground. Watch.
It's gonna be that giant worm from Gears of War 2 that seems like the size of a city.
But I just hate it when they do shit like that. It's like that, like the
Picking up tremors.
yeah.
What is this bubbling?
From
Swarm from
Dunes.
dunes. Oh my god. They'd be fighting for the spice.
Oh, they're fighting for the spice.
That shit happens, and I honestly didn't care for it at all. I was just happy to hear Tommy's voice, and that was it. What's up, Mermaider? Glad to see you again.
Good evening.
So there was it's probably good morning for her. It's like 3 a.m. over there.
It says you're watching without audio. What the hell?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just
Oh, it is 3 a.m. Oh, she's listening to me.
oh goddamn.
Bun that.
Good.
But so all that shit happens, and then we get the whole scene with them falling asleep in the house there in the apartment, whatever you want to call it, and he's busting a light bulb and putting it down. Again, teaching Ellie how to protect yourselves, how to defend yourselves in these environments. So more growth. Well, you see, I'm one of those people that nitpick shows. You know, like I'll see small details and be like, "That's fucking garbage." You know what I mean? But actually, there was something that I noticed during the scene, and I think it was done deliberately this way. Is like Ellie points out, like, "Oh, you're deaf in your right ear," which is why you can hear when I was talking to you. And when the scene cuts, he's asleep on his left ear, so his right ear is exposed. And I was like, the first thing I said to my wife was, "Wait, he's sleeping on the wrong ear." And then that's when you realize, yeah, the two brothers showed up.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good touch.
So they paid attention to that detail, but it's like the setup and the punch was so fast. You know what I mean? But it's okay. At least it paid off. So to me, it was one of the better episodes. To me, it was the best episode so far. It's just the two takeaways I have from this episode is, number one, because a lot of scenes were shot for shot from the game, it made me realize that Bella Ramsey is she's lacking a little bit in the convincing me that she's this character. Because I can compare it to Ashley Johnson. It's the same lines, you know? They're just delivered differently. Number one. And number two, Hot take time. People won't
Oh,
like
boy.
people won't like this shit, but we've been yearning for this relationship. You know, we've been wanting this, right? Everybody thought that episode 1 was good.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds a little bit pedo where you're going.
It
right
sounded
now,
very pedo.
Wait, what?
Everyone's
How did
been
it come
yearning
out? I
for
wasn't
this
even paying attention to how I said
relationship.
it.
It's just you said everyone's been yearning for this relationship. Like, well, hold on a second. I don't think
been
people
yearning
want
for
the
this
same
old man.
relationship
For
you're
the
talking
father-son
about.
relationship. Oh, god damn it! No. No, but like we really wanted to see Joel and Ellie's relationship develop, right? We want to see that father figure and that daughter, that vulnerable daughter. Ooh.
Insert Pornhub.
Like, well, we want to see that, right? And we got some of it in episode 1. Well, actually, no, we hated each other in episode 1. In episode 2, we didn't see them warm up to each other, but you saw them at least speaking to each other. And then in episode 3, you actually saw a tiny bit of development between them, but the whole episode was Bill and Frank. And then you get episode 4, which, again, in my opinion, is the best episode, and I think a lot of people would like this episode more than everything else that's came out so far. And all that's done for me is highlight. Okay, to me, this episode made episode 3 look really bad
How do you mean?
because
Right,
because I liked episode 3. I thought it was a good episode, but I think Mermaid agrees with this. We all agree with it. It was probably a little too much Bill and Frank. We didn't need to
Yeah.
see that much, and this episode, which to me is the best one so far, really hit it home, saying like, okay, I really don't give a fuck about Bill and Frank's story now. You know, like why didn't I get this episode last week? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had I got this episode last week, I would have liked it just as much versus the Bill and Frank one. So to me, it made episode 3 look bad in that sense. Episode 3 is not bad in any way whatsoever. See, there you go. It didn't make the episode episode 3. What am I saying? Episode 3 is not bad at all. It's just this episode really drives home the fact that this is why people are watching, and again again, this is the part that people won't like me saying. To me, it just demonstrates how someone had to push that. You know, like no, we need an episode about all messaging and gay shit. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't, it was done properly. You know, it was done tastefully, and I enjoyed seeing their story. But again, maybe this wasn't the show to do that, because when episode 4 came out, I was like, "Fuck, this is what I want to see." Now I'm invested for the next episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to go on that point though, I found that, well, I think I kind of just touched on it like a few minutes ago. It's just if episode 3, I didn't mind episode 3 to be fair. Like
Same.
it was cool to see the relationship. It's cool
Yeah.
to see a little more backstory and everything. But had like let's say the last 20 minutes been something different, like something vastly different.
Yeah.
Like maybe Bill was still alive and he's a little cray cray, and then Ellie and Joel run into him, blah 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 blah, for like again last 20 minutes or so,
Yeah.
and then it leads up to the next episode.
They,
I would have been. What? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say they practically set it up for that. Like for me, it was literally the whole part where Joel tells Bill that you should probably take care of your fence and there could be raiders and all this stuff. And it's like you see the raiders and nothing happened to the fence. You're like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen to that fence? And then nothing really happened to that fence. It was just. It was just
Nothing
like they could have done something with that. They could have made some more raiders come in, and you know what? Just because of this episode, they could have given Caitlyn a little bit more of a bit of a setup to her story or something like that, or
Like,
why
if
she's the leader.
there's a tie-in?
Leader of the raid. Yeah, exactly. They could have
Okay.
tied her in there just a little bit there, just to bring her into light. Maybe see like some kind of intimidationness, because right now all we have is a lame gunshot and then some pretty shitty reasoning to kill a doctor, which I'm pretty sure is very, very rare nowadays. So why the hell would you kill a doctor?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As much as you hate, as much as you might not like him for whatever reason she has to hate him, like the doctor's pretty invaluable at this point in time.
But you see, like to me, The Last of Us, like the world of The Last of Us in the game is such a twisted world, and I feel like the show's afraid to go there. Like I feel like in the game, I would have seen a character like what's her name, Caitlyn.
yeah,
She would capture the doctor, find the person that's most important to him, capture that person, torture them, unless the doctor does what they says.
I see what you mean.
Like that would be like a more efficient way of handling that situation, in my opinion. Wow, games have fucked our minds. But anyways, um,
Well, no, because that's the more realistic scenario, right?
yeah,
Mm.
you know,
Especially during those times where people, well, there's no actual laws, so why not just go full throttle?
yeah.
So I see what you mean.
And
My point about, I don't know, episode 3, I found like it could have been less of the Bill Frank thing. Like just cut it down a bit. Started reintroducing the Ellie and Joel thing, then lead up to episode 4 kind of thing.
and that was my that was the one thing I noticed while watching episode 4. It was that like I liked the episode 3, and at the time, but after seeing episode 4, I realized that this is probably what you should have been focusing on, and not a 1 hour, not not 1 hour, but a 45-minute story of Bill and Frank. Because that story started and ended with both of them dead.
No, I think you need to take out 45 minutes to say about an hour and 20 minutes because it was an hour and 20-minute long episode.
Oh,
with like
shit,
10
okay.
minutes. Yeah, it was a long episode compared to episode 4, which was only 45.
Yeah, but you see,
Like I said,
the
I
funny
don't know.
thing. Sorry,
I find like you just shave, like you should have just shaved off the 20 minutes. It's again my opinion, but like you should shave off the 20 minutes and then have it like leading up to something else. Like it's cool that they had their story, and I have no problem with the story, but making it the only story in a show that's not about them seemed a little off. Like if it was more like a flashback that had to really do instead of just kind of passively seeing, or I don't know. I'm wording it incorrectly. Give me a second. Right,
words.
it's yeah, words, what are they? But like instead of like having the episode focus on them and just minorly introducing Joel and minorly having Joel and Ellie in it, like it should just be like, oh, here's just a passing of, like, I don't know, I feel like it should have been more impactful to the actual progression of Joel and Ellie, like
Yeah.
you said before. And the letter was cool. Like the letter had a nice touch and everything, but it would have had, I don't know, I feel like it would have had more impact had Bill actually been alive.
Yeah,
Like, have they gone with the whole like
Like,
hero
go down-
sacrifice kind of?
Something, well, like you see how it goes, right? Like I would say like put 45 minutes into the whole relationship between Frank and Bill. And then at that 45 minute mark, like Joel comes in, does the gate thing. He's obviously with Ellie. They do their thing, but then they're reintroduced to Bill, who's now vastly different.
yeah, like completely jaded.
Like you see the actual change in him back. Like he went from paranoid to a loving whatever they are, husband or boyfriend or whatever.
They got married. They were husbands.
Okay. Oh, did they actually get married?
At the very, very last.
Yeah, they got
second.
married at the end.
Okay, yeah. So it went from like crazy or a little paranoid, whatever paranoid guys, to loving husband, still a little crazy, to full blown crazy because he just lost his husband unjustly.
Yeah, like full blown crazy. Fuck the world.
You know what I mean? And then that leads into the Bill in the game, which then progressed at the end of the episode. He then goes, "Fuck off, you guys! I don't want to see you anymore." But the letter is still introduced. Ellie and Joel still have their building relationship. Goes into the next episode, and then the next episode it progresses how it does. Take out the fucking stupid Raider shit, but have them as Raiders, and then have the introduction, them showing up to give that menacing feel, and then have the brothers. Don't mention anything about the brothers. Don't mention that you're looking for shit. Nothing, blah. Just have the introduction, as in mean face. This is blah blah blah. This, we saw what you did to our men. Oh shit, are they gonna retaliate? Oh shit, what are they looking for? What are they doing? Add some mystique and intrigue instead of whatever we got.
Yeah.
And then episode 5 you could explore, okay, they're the brothers. Oh shit, they're actually important. There's the little twist for the show to be a show and not a game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
show
absolutely.
the twist that they're actually important. Then show that the woman's also looking for them, so you know who the fuck she's talking about instead of wondering what they're looking about, but you only see them for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who, the brothers?
Sorry, my bad. You only see the militia or those people for like 10 minutes, but
Okay.
you don't know who they're talking about. If you saw the
Well, no.
brothers first,
If
and
you played the games, you knew what they were talking about. But the people that didn't, they're completely
yeah,
in the dark.
it is for the people that didn't, because a good portion of people they play it and they see the games and that's cool and all that, but like there's still a good portion of people who haven't played the games or are just now playing the games,
Yep.
right? So you still want to introduce people properly, and to just go like, oh yeah, we're looking and we're trying to look after X name, and then you find out they're brothers. Wouldn't it be a little better to find out they're brothers and then realize that they're also being looked for? It would have added a little more to the urgency of their predicament, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't get the whole thing about the brothers because, like you said, they're looking for them, and they're like, "Oh, was it the brothers? Are they retaliating it? Like it's like a clan war or some shit now."
What's going on?
And then when you see them, they're wearing war paint on their face. I'm like, "What the fuck? What's going on here?" You know, it's like,
Like, yeah, I thought that they could have. It could have just been done better with a little bit of better structuring, but
absolutely, I agree.
I do also get the point. Like, okay, you start seeing the budding relationship. I still personally think that you could have had more time on it to really establish it, but that's just me being nitpicky because I came from a
But
different era.
hey, I want to make sure I'm not talking crazy here. But I think next episode is the halfway point. They need to fucking get moving because they spent a whole episode on Bill and Frank. So
But how
And it
many
was-
episodes are there this season?
that's what I'm checking. I want to know how many episodes are going to be in this
8?
season. Is it only 8?
I think 8.
Wow.
Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, we're past the halfway point. They need to fucking rush the story now. Then, if that's the case,
You see, that's the bad point. Like, I've seen other shows that
no,
had
it's
to
9.
just
It's
rush
9,
the
but
point.
still, 9 is again. You're at the halfway point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck. Like, look at like Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
How like you just kind of rush through the material and then, oh fuck, we need an ending that isn't existing. Well, here's an ending.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I saw the trailer for episode 5, and again, we're obviously going to find out the whole thing about Sam and his brother and Caitlin and the militia, like what's going on there. I think we're going to see a bloater at some point. That's what's coming out of the ground. One of those giant fuckers. Which I'm
Time ac-
sorry.
What?
I haven't played the game in a while, so I was wondering if the introduction of the bloater is that actually time accurate, like timeline accurate?
In the
I
game, the
think
first time you
once.
see it is with Bill in the gymnasium in the school when you're getting a battery for a
Okay,
car.
so far, no. Okay, cool.
Jesus Christ, man. Why do I remember it so well? I haven't played that game in years. But anyways, so and I saw that, and I don't know why. I think the younger brother, he's deaf, because throughout the trailer they're communicating to him in sign language, and like they're insinuating that he can't hear anything.
Let's see.
I don't even remember that.
Launch the game right now. You play the game right now while you're talking about the show.
I have to admit though, watching the show has put me in the mood to watch to play the game again.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel that, yeah, and kind of play the second one.
Oh, I'd watch a stream or just like a build up of cutscenes. I wouldn't play it.
So basically, what I want to do with Callisto Protocol, I got you.
What, you didn't buy it?
No, I didn't.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought you bought. Oh no, wait, you picked it up, PT.
No,
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
ETD. I got the new Dead Space, but I haven't really played too much of it.
Really, Mermaid? The sales boosted sales.
The sales boost and sales.
That's great.
The sale boosted the. That's wow.
Apparently, selling shit sells shit. Yeah. Oh, the show. Okay, I see. Emi tired. Gotcha. Yeah, I get it. It's fucking 3-4 in the morning over there for you. So,
Shit.
hey, when are you gonna come around and talk to us? Hide it from the husband. Don't tell him you're doing it.
Talking to 3 men at the same time. Sorry.
But so yeah, for me, best episode so far, and it made me psyched and pumped for the next one because we know what's gonna happen to the brothers. I wonder if they're gonna change that. They kill Bill, but they let the brothers survive. I wouldn't be surprised.
Brother?
Hey man, they're woke. I got nothing.
Wait, what brother?
The black boys.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, don't they? Do they
Spoilers.
both die?
Spoilers.
I don't know if I should say it out loud right
Oh,
now
what?
in case people didn't. I'll let the episode come up before I say what happens to them. Well, in the game
Okay,
at
good.
least.
Well, it's a good thing I have virtually no
They
memory.
died happily ever after.
They died happily ever after, and they all
Wait.
faded into oblivion.
Well, Mermaid, if it's like 1 p.m. our time, what does it make it for you?
What?
Look
Maybe it's past my bedtime.
at that! Look at those eyes!
It's true. You look tired.
Maybe a
What's that
little.
goddamn clicking?
There's no clicking. I'm not
Oh,
playing
he-
Cookie Clicker.
Well,
Oh, he's a clicker.
here's the deal, Mermaider. On Saturdays or Sundays, that's around the time that we record. So if you want to join us, please do. We'd love to hear your opinions and shit, because you could talk shit up with us all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she'll keep up. Trust me. She will give you a run for your money.
Well, especially with that whole egg question we had going on there, where we're trying to decide. I don't even remember what it was. It was so good, and yet I can't even remember it.
What came before
Eating
chicken or the egg?
eggs. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the episode 3. Like I said, my favorite.
Oh, would you feed your eggs, PT? Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. PT had eggs. Would he give it to his
Not
friends?
not
and
going down that
your
rabbit hole
friends-
again. Not doing it again. Not.
Yeah, but I want to know. Got some eggs, big boy.
Sunny side up.
Ooh.
Oh god, at least hard boil the damn thing. What the fuck?
Oh, it's gonna be hard.
Side up.
Boiled.
Why? Oh my god.
Oh, she's playing Hogwarts.
Oh, you fucking bad person.
Transphobic son of a bitch.
For shame.
Freaking anti-Semite.
It's like, what?
Are you streaming your playthrough or no? Nope. She's like, it's just for me. You know what? I did that with God of War. I was like, God of War is for me. If I should,
You could always play it a second time and just pretend like you never played it.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
don't want to get
Who's
harassed.
Kratos?
Wait, what could be worse than harass
Is
while you're
his
playing a
name
game?
Kratos?
That's it.
Is he like Sangaku?
Oh, man.
Senkaku. It actually is out already.
Oh,
I thought it was
wow. Is it because of the controversy that's going on about it that you think you might get those kind of messages? If that's the case, that's fucked up, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what'd be cool? If like people would give me death threats, but then give me their home address.
You'd show up, wouldn't you?
That's like
Preemptive strike.
it's like showing up to
Threat me a bitch.
it's like showing up to a bank saying I'm gonna rob you and then you give them money.
Oh damn! I'm charitable. You'll find them very kind.
Oh my god.
You'll find that I'm kind.
I don't understand how that works.
People go deep.
That's
Some people got deep into fake porn threads.
no deepfake porn, which is the AI thing where it can pretty much produce porn about whoever you want. I'm not
Yeah,
entirely sure how it works. I think people just submit pictures of an individual and it makes like photorealistic prawn of them.
Like a picture.
No. Like it
No.
recreates a person in a video that looks real.
A full ass fucking porn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
well, they
true.
just basically take any porn that they want and then insert your face there.
So this is just for research purposes only. But if you happen to put like Jigglypuff, would it put Jigglypuff's body onto somebody?
Well, okay, I'm sure you've seen the meme or I guess the gif of the the African dude who's going, "So why are you gay?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I every so often I'll see one of the scenes from The Boys where you see everyone where Homelander thinks he's about to get booed, and then people are cheering him on for I don't remember what it was.
Does it make the entire crowd look like that guy and say, "Why are you gay?"
But it doesn't even say. Well, actually, there's just people saying "gay" in the background. But they have the guy. They put that guy's face in there, and you see him all worried at first, and then he starts to smile like Homelander does. But he actually does the whole face like Homelander did it, but it's that guy's face.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mermaid is like jiggly boobs. Could you imagine that? Someone does like the deep fake and it's just like Jigglypuffs. Ah, it's fucking weird.
Fuck Jigglypuff's hot. I have association issues now.
I don't know. You might be able to find some Jigglypuff deepfakes. But you might have to look up like I don't know, like midget porn or something for that to work.
Would that look really fucked up? You have like a normal human body, normal human outlying head, but then Jigglypuff's face.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like story-based games. I don't know if Hogwarts.
Oh, was that too much?
Oh no, sorry. I was responding to Mermaider. My bad.
It's probably best you just ignore what I said.
Sorry. Yeah, I missed that. I was reading her message and
Nobody's thinking your life Jigglypuff.
and PT's not paying attention to anything. He's falling asleep over there.
I'm paying attention to all the things.
Yeah, he's paying attention to what is it, Diablo? Cookie Clicker.
No. Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Oh God.
Oh,
That's right.
she should be more like Mermaider. She pays attention.
Yeah.
What?
Oh God. Okay, I think I vaguely heard what Hybrid said, and now she said she would love to see it for science. That's fucked up.
What? A normal person's body, a Jigglypuff's face. In porn.
That's terrifying, man.
That's
Or hilarious.
I don't know. I feel like that would create like a new genre of horror porn of some sorts.
I
or horror
mean,
games.
there are some people who generally dress up like cats and dogs, so
That's not terrifying.
weird isn't exactly something in people's vocabularies nowadays.
Oh my God.
It's fucking weird. What do you mean weird? It's Tuesday.
it's Tuesday, man. It's like I said. We're just having fun.
There you go. And yes, she does sing exactly like Jigglypuff, like Jiggly and everything, like
oh
exactly.
my god.
Oh.
That's weird.
But if no,
Are you,
no.
are you bigot shaming?
Why what?
Is Mermaider bigot shaming?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a very woke left of you.
Yeah, I am playing a game.
This fucking guy.
He has a very short attention span. That's why his review of the episode was I liked it. I just saw it. I liked it.
What is that face like?
Oh, get out of here. And what I did like it. It's just god damn it.
Mhm.
Shut your whore mouth.
Thanks a lot, PT.
Everyone, it's damn. Chat's turned against him. Holy shit.
No kidding. What's with all the hate?
If you're doing a conversation, fucking focus on the conversation. Is what people were saying.
I am focusing on the conversation.
PT, you gotta use the hate. You need some haterade. You gotta use the hater. Haters are your motivators.
Well, anyways, I won't keep you guys any longer though.
Yeah, I gotta see episode 5.
You gotta see episode 5.
Gotta see
I'm
episode
psyched. I'm psyched for it. I want to see it. I'm really curious, and I want to see how it goes. Again,
I have to ask. Let me just ask you guys a little question. So you've played the game. I assume that you could remember it somewhat. What would be the point in the game that you would want to see in the show the most?
they're gonna do it for sure. They're not.
Are you talking about the whole the whole Ellie section?
No, anything.
You
No,
don't.
I was asking Waz if that's what he was talking about.
No. I was talking about the part. It's a very stupid part, but I remember when I played it, it stuck with me. Well, no, it's not stupid, but it wasn't action or anything. It was just they were on the rooftop of a building, and all I'll say is you realize that you realize that throughout the pandemic, animals don't need to stay in the zoo anymore.
I know exactly what you. Yeah.
I hope they recreate some form of that.
If you're thinking about the same thing that I totally am looking forward to, then yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just hope it's that, and it's not like how you're gonna see them go up on the rooftop, like, oh my god, look at that, and then they cut to like a fucking scene of Abby and her donkey and the dad. It's like, fuck off! No, that's not what we want to see.
Okay.
It's building up to something great, and then it's
Oh my god.
the only scene she remembers. Oh wow, okay, then you did not. Okay, you missed a lot of the game then, but yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
No, but there's
Now,
that scene. There's the interrogation scene, and the other scene I would like to see, I guess. Those are the only two that come to mind right now.
That's
No.
fair.
Dying. I mean, we already saw it. It was a good. It's still always a great scene that like literally set the whole temple to the whole. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, it's definitely not Sarah dying, but it does set the whole pace of the whole series.
Yeah, No, but
Sarah
I think Mermaid was talking to Anna's Bananas. She's like, that was such a great scene. It's the only one I remember. It's like, you don't remember Sarah dying? It's like, the whole reason for this.
Animals. Yee.
Oh, man. All right, gentlemen, I will be signing off. Thanks for having the chat and for the reviews. I appreciate it.
No worries.
We're going to be streaming again this week, I think, at some point.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. On this weekend for sure, and maybe during the week again. So, for everybody watching, I appreciate you stopping by, and we will catch you guys another time. Did you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. This guy screaming bye.
It's bye.
All right, I'm done.